Alright, what's up guys? Sorry about that, I just took a second to see if the camera was actually working. Alright, so I'm back. I think I'm going to probably do maybe more than just one video a week. Probably like 2 or 3 maybe. So here in Japan, we're having a second quarantine, so that's going to be the majority of the reason why I'll be doing more streaming. I did get a new way of making extra income. I got approved for doing, Uber Eats, but hey man, it can be really good money. I actually know some people here that are making like $6,000 a month doing it. Now that is full time, and I also have other projects and stuff I'm actually doing right now. But hey man, I need the extra money, and all this is because I finally got a working phone, basically. And I've been needing one of those for a really long time. So today's gonna kind of be like a little bit of a mini tutorial too, with being successful in Tag Team Arena. I haven't really seen too many videos about how to do Tag Team Arena, right? Well, I would say oh man, I gotta do the refill. I guess I'll do it. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, so when it comes to Tag Team Arena, basically what you want to remember is as long as somebody is within your bracket, right? The only thing you have to do is win 2 out of the 3, matches. So with this team, the way that I want to circulate is I know my arbiter's probably faster than this guy, but I don't even want to compete. I don't even want to try, right? And also there's got a tournament, right? So just let this team loose, basically. I'm just looking for 2 easy wins. Now, the whole reason actually that I'm not wanting to do this is even though we got 3 hits kind of lined up with this team, this passive could still stop us from killing somebody important, like, the Rosin, and then the Rosin goes ahead and it fucking does the TM down, and, it just could become very annoying. So the way that we're going to do this is I'm going to put Speed Lead Arbiter here. She's got 263 speed, and her cap that I have with the gear on my account is going to be around 322. And I'll show you guys in a second how I'm going to be doing that, but I just wanted to do this little bit of tag team first. So this team's main speed actually comes from Apothecary, because the Apothecary is my second fastest on this account. This guy is about 226 speed, she's 263, and he's about like 151, I think. 251, excuse me. So the reason I'm choosing this is because these 2 guys are tanky, and this guy's tanky, but HP, right? HP. They don't have high defense. And as long as I go before Mausoleum Mage has a chance to buff their defense, I should be able to just nuke them all down. And they don't have a speed lead, so my chances of going first with a 251, speed Apothecary is pretty guaranteed. Same with this. I mean, she's so fast, even at 263 speed, that the chances of anybody, even another Arbiter going before her is like really slim. And remember, her TM boost is 30%. So we're only looking to win the majority of the fights, not all of the fights. And I think that's one of the problems that a lot of Tag Team Arena people have, because there's not a whole lot of videos about Tag Team Arena, because people don't understand, it's 3 battles, 2 out of 3, it's just like rock, paper, scissors, you still win. You don't need to win everything. Majority of the time, I just skip ahead like this. So as you guys can see, my Rosin is spin tuned to go first. Now, actually, idealistically, okay, I would actually have it different than this. I would actually have, now, I'm gonna try to just go ahead, and I don't even know what this guy does. And to be honest, for some reason it terrifies me not to know what this guy does. So we're just gonna kill him first. Now, I kind of want to just nuke down Apothecary, okay? But there's a chance that her passive is going to go and I won't be able to. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to see if I can finish him off with Arbiter, because she has a little bit more damage than a normal Arbiter would, just because that just so happens to be what the speed gear is on. And if I can land the damage, then this Rosin isn't going to be able to nuke very hard. Which, and see, we got both now. So I have a choice, right? Go for this, or wait for them to get buffed by, Sentinel. So obviously, I'm gonna, and we killed him. There we go. So the best case scenario happened. Now he's gonna drop her in his turn meter, but she's fast as a fucking demon. So it doesn't really matter. God damn, she was so fucking ridiculous. All right, so okay, there we go. She wasn't able to get her passive off, so it's completely hopeless for him. Now, I want to kill the healer, so I'm hoping to get some debuffs off. It didn't happen. Now, she does her thing, and this is just better because now I can stun him. And stunning him is better than having a TM boost, because he's going to have his complete turn wasted. So now I'm going to use TM boost next time. Or, yeah, he's dead. Okay, so dead. And see, she got her passive, doesn't matter. Now, everybody gets to go again before she goes. So we're gonna go like this. And she's got her, I got another turn now. Oh, another thing also, I've seen a lot of people do this in tag team. I don't really know why, but so many people go for like single affinity teams. Like, did you notice like his team had like 3 members that were all, same with this, right? They're all basically the same affinities. That is kind of stupid in my opinion, because if you're going defensive, see right there, boom, everybody got a strong hand, they're all dead, right? And it's not very beneficiary to try to stack up all of your same affinity heroes on the same teams. Because, if I really wanted to, I could, as an offensive, right, I could just do the exact opposite and say like, oh, these are all forces and I have good spirits, so I'll put all my high-end spirits on this team. And I'll put all my high-end forces on here, because force neutral, higher affinity, and there we go. So really, you want to look at affinity matchup. You want to look at what the team synergy is, because I've had a lot of experiences where I've actually had the weaker team, and I've managed to win because I used their like synergy against them basically. Now this is a team I'm not going to fight. Now if anyone's wondering why, well, it's because he's got a torment. Okay, I would be faster with either of these teams, but the issue is he has 2 AOE characters, right, for this guy's Army of Death. And even if I speed boost everybody with a TM, she also puts on an increased attack. So I could get all my crowd control from these 2 completely nerfed by Torment, and then I get nuked down by these 3, because, fucking Ray is, she hits hard, alright? Now, my better chances, right, would be to go against him and him, but there's still no certainty, okay, that I'm faster. Now, I'm probably faster, but remember, I'm not going to be taking on a lot of risk with my Arbiter until she's at 300 speed, which is not going to happen until she's level 60, and there's 2 reasons for this. So, I have around 10 more speed I could give her from the better speed gear that I have on him. Okay, we got a 20 weapon. Her weapon is not 20; it's like 15. Okay, and then his shield is like 17, and I think her shield is like 14. So okay, we got like 8 more speed that we could put onto her. Okay, oh, 261. That's 3. So she'd be at like 269. All right. And then we also got more than 20 speed in glyphs that we can still put on. Yeah, okay. So we got 2 more speed from glyphs right here. 2, 7, 16, 20, and 23. So we could put 23 more speed on her from just glyphs, and then 8 more speed from Apothecary. So that puts her at like 280. We'll just say 280. And then when she gets ascended, she's at 290 because she gets 10 base speed at level 6 ascension. And then we're gonna put this banner on her, which has a double. It's only a double roll in speed, but still, it's better than nothing. So that'll put her at 295. And if I get a little bit of gear adjustment, maybe like a better gauntlets, my next arena roll, and I get a gauntlet that rolls double speed, then she'll be like 305 speed. And if I get a triple roll on a banner, or I get a triple roll on these gauntlets, she'll be at 320 speed easily. So we just gotta look for another triple roll, or 6-star fucking speed boots. On my entire account, I don't have a single pair of 6-star speed boots in the speed set. It's atrocious. So where's my speed? Oh, here we go. Yeah, 5 is my best, and most of those are grades from farming campaign. So this was a really just bad RNG. I'm not really getting any 6-star gear. I could get 6-star shield to get even more speed, and a 6-star boots. And then we got another 7, 8 speed from that too. So that would put her, 325, 330 speed, I think optimally. Now, if you get quad rolls in speed, like if I get a quad roll on this chest piece, then it is theoretically possible to push 400 speed. I think the record is, the highest you can possibly get, and that when you watch that Murder Inc. video, they got the world record CV. It's like that one guy has like 418. Okay, that's the highest you can get in speed. Now, anything above 300, and you're most likely never going to meet anybody that's going to be beating you. So I would say you're pretty good as long as that doesn't happen. Now, let's move on to, a little bit of updates with me. So, right around New Year's, I basically I don't know, it's personal stuff, but I was just going through a dark place, and I kind of realized that, I needed to take some time for myself, and, I overly focus too much on what other people think, and I've noticed that and now, okay, this is gonna sound like typical fucking blaming, right? It's everybody else in my life, but I kid you not, most of the bad decisions, most of the times I haven't had money, most of the times that I've done stupid shit, it's actually because other people, instigated it, basically. Just the wrong people in my fucking life give me the wrong advice. This Uber Eats thing, granted, I'm doing programming, and granted that is probably gonna go somewhere eventually, but, this whole fucking time for 2 years, I could have been making $6,000 a month, and I never did it, despite not having a phone, obviously. But another reason too is because every time I wanted to get a phone, and I asked my wife or another friend, they'd be like, "Oh man, that sounds like such a waste of time. That's not good money. Get a real job. You don't need a phone for that." And all this fucking time, Uber Eats makes 3 times the amount of money as a normal job. It's just people don't fucking care, right? People don't want to help. They look for any excuse not to help somebody. And then, but they sit out there with their grimy fucking hands when you are doing well, and that's just the thing. I've realized about my friends and people that I've involved in my life. They're very detrimental to my decision making, and they're fucking there to sit there and complain, to bitch about, and to talk about the pettiest things. But when they're actually there to respect the person that they're involved in, whether it's your family or friends, they're never fucking there. A good indicator, I actually saw this on one of those YouTube videos with motivational speaking, and it says if you really want to test your relationships, set up a boundary. Tell them to stop. Tell them don't do this, right? And see how many of them cross that line without a thought. And I did this very clearly with all 4 of the people that I've removed from my life. I set a simple fucking boundary, stop talking about this. You know, if you're gonna break this promise, then give me a good reason, or keep your promise at least, right? Now I don't expect nothing more, nothing less. Just keep the promise, keep the original intention of what you said you were gonna do. Or, you know, by the way, this is that time that you mentioned about, right? Whatever it is, and all 4 of them fucking fell flat, and it just made me realize that, like, you're wasting more of your time and more of your happiness by holding on to the past, to keeping negative people, negative influence in your life, than just to let go and fucking cry in the corner for a day or two and then just move forward. Like, your life is gonna move so much faster. Just, you know, whatever, my 2 cents. And so, yeah, I'm not letting anybody hold me back anymore. I don't fucking care, dude. I can make new friends. I can, you know, you can't really replace family, but family's just the nurture. It's just the people that put you into life, not really the people that are going to be there when you're dead. You know, hey, man, look at celebrities, right? All right, so let's talk about a little bit about my current account priorities now. Get back on topic. Now that I have some pretty good voids, well, Arbiter that I got for free, I'm going to be trying to max out crit damage for whatchamacallit, fucking Cold Heart. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get level 6 in this, and then I'm gonna go for level 6 in defense. Then I'm gonna go for 6 in resistance on Void. I think it's just really useful, just in case, you know, somebody tries to put a debuff on Arbiter. She's able to get that, you know, extra 30 resist. It's not a lot, but trust me, sometimes it works, and you get that resist bonus. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off all the left side of to +6 for force and for magic. Now, if anyone's wondering why +6, it should be pretty obvious, but just in case you don't already know, right here, it shows you how many medals everything costs, right? Well, a +6 costs 300 golds, right? Well, +7 costs 700, so it's more than double. And if you're going by gold value, okay, this is like here, let's see. Yeah, here, I actually have them. See, 200, okay, 200, 250, 300. So it goes up by 50 brackets, and then it goes by more than double. So in order to get 1 level 7, you basically would get 2 level 6s. And not really, you know what I mean though. Like it's like the equivalent of farming for another level 4 or 5. So you might as well just spend your fucking resources to get another branch to 4 or 5, then try to push for that little 3% bonus to get a level 7 until you like really need it. You know, obviously this only happened because of the Arbiter missions, right? So, you know, obviously most people are gonna have the majority of their account as magic. So if you're gonna go for a first +10 for the sake of affinity, I would personally choose, I got a defense win. So defense, yeah, this is my team. Okay. So I won 2 in a row because somebody thought they could out-speedster me, interestingly enough, right? So, and this is before I got my Arbiter up to speed. I actually just got my Arbiter to speed, like, about an hour and a half ago. And then, before then, she was like 220, so these guys were taking advantage of my speed too. But I still won that. That's interesting. Alright, so let's do actually a refresh. Because what I want to do is I want to try to look for teams that don't have high speed potential. Like this team, honestly, I could probably win. And same with this team. Now, granted, sometimes these little bastards with the seeker teams, they go really fast, and you get bit in the fucking ass because you know, kind of underestimated them. So this could be a loss on this team. It's very unlikely, but I'm gonna take the gamble just because I'm already being promoted and I still got 2 days left, and I just want to be able to farm some medals right now. Well, whatever the fuck they're called from the Bizarre, gold bars. Yeah, I just want to farm the gold bars. So we did go first. yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And he gets a positive hit on everybody because the guy was stupid and he did a 100% affinity team. Now, we gotta hope. Yeah, he's got high defense. Now, we do want him out of the way. But, oh, whoa, he has a full heal. It's actually pretty insane. Alright, so, luckily he doesn't have defense up. Ow. Damn, bro. He fucked me up. Who the hell hit so hard? That's actually, I'm impressed, man. We don't want her, we actually want her to, oh, he's hitting hard. I'm actually pretty impressed by that. Okay. I want to try to get that debuff down. Here we go, we removed a buff. I wanted to try to stun Lexi's face, but it didn't work. Alright, we got the reviver. No, we don't. Okay, now we killed the reviver. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is. Now, we gotta keep this guy under control because the Seeker is gonna provoke somebody that we don't want to be provoked. Now, this is where I go for him because, well, he's got really high resistance too. This guy's a menace that, I don't even know what that hero is, honestly. That's probably why he took me by surprise. But I got that passive fully booked, so we're probably gonna be fine. Alright, decrease defense, put on a block. Buffs. Yeah, one of the reasons I think this team is just so immensely strong is I have them pretty fast for being defense champions, and I have the double reviver. If I didn't have another reviver, after Arbiter went down, I definitely would have lost that. And the reason that Sile the Drakes is just so good, yeah, he's got really high resist, because I think her accuracy is actually close to 200, so if he resisted that, then he's got like mega fucking beefy ass resistance. Alright, so that's clear out of the way. Oh, well. So we are going to get the debuffs on everybody, probably, before she cleanses. Oh my god, that's so lucky. Oh, yo boy. Alright, so we won. That team is so clutch. It needs to be a little faster. You know, I've really wanted to get my Apothecary to 60 star, but I just keep finding heroes that I want a 60 star before him. You know, like I need him kind of to be able to one key Clan Boss on Brutal. Right now, oh no, sorry, this is it. I had a bad RNG the very first time, but first time was about 21 million, and then somehow my second one was only 15 million for that key. I just think the wrong person got stunned and I wasn't able to get attack up, down again, and so they just cleared everybody. So, need to get this shit better. Oh, and somebody passed me again. But yeah, basically I'm very close to being able to get this to one key. If I can get Apothecary to 60 star, his War Masters will proc, right? And then he'll be able to keep Brutal down. Now, honestly, right, I could just swap him out for Arbiter, because Arbiter has a heal. It only works if it's under 50% health, but that's really when you need her, right? And she has a 2-hit, A1. So if I give her War Master, she'll always proc that because it's a 60% chance. Now, he might do more damage overall with, you know, Giant Slayer, but the other thing you gotta look forward to is her TM boost is greater. She doesn't have a speed up, so that means speed tuning is a little easier with an Arbiter. And she has a strong Legion of Weaken on her A1. So if somehow Rosin doesn't land the weekend, she can land the weekend. So I don't know. I'm gonna try putting her in, and then if she doesn't do like super well, and I don't pull like any amazing legendaries next times 2 this next weekend, then I'll bring him to 60 finally. So probably another 2 or 3 weeks, and he'll be 60. But gonna do Arbiter first just so I can get her to 300 speed. It's my main goal right now. All right, so yeah, we got that coming, and then when I'm in Silver tier, my main goal is I want to try to hover around Silver 2 and stay in there. Basically, the reason is I want to have enough weekly gold bars to where I can buy this, and get the daily champion fragments. I honestly, he's not amazing, okay? And I don't really know if I can even use him because I have better champions for almost anything. But he does have an AoE attack down, okay? And he does have that passive that puts HP burns on people that attack him. So he could be useful to replace Rosin as my spider tank. And if I put high resistance on him, because of also he has that resistance bonus, then he could bump up my Spider 20 win rate team from like 80% win rate to 100. And then I can also use that to free up my Ultimate Gaelic slot and put somebody like another Cold Heart in there because he's putting HP burns. So as soon as I'm in like Silver 1 or 2, I'm probably going to replace my Rosin / Gaelic with him once I train him up. And then that way I'll have like a 100% win rate spider team with a slightly more efficiency, okay? But yeah, that's just the plan for right now. And then right now I'm farming, obviously dragons for the Dungeon Divers event. I know Spider's coming up, but I'm really trying to get that a better speed here. You know, I could get lucky and get the 6-star boots for speed. If that happens, then that's gonna change everything, especially when it comes to my Arbiter. Now they have a champion training, but I'm gonna start saving up for the next Fragment event because I know the next event's gonna be Fragment because of the way they alternate. And basically, I just want to be able to have it to where I have enough 3- and 4-star chickens for the Incubus to, you know, score the points to get the Void Shards and the Ancient Shards and Epic Books and stuff. So I might not partake in this champion training event too much. I just don't have the resources to get rid of 50-star, and it'd be easier just to farm keeps right now and get all the resources for the next one. So, because, you know, we are going to have a fusion champion probably coming out in about 3 weeks, so I might as well get ready for it now. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, so it's every 6 weeks until the ×2 that you just had. So it's ×2 ancients, a ×10, ×2 sacreds, a ×10, ×2 voids, a ×10, okay? And then the cycle repeats, okay? And the way that champion fusions and champion fragment summons work, the way that they're scheduled, is that on the end of the cycle, so when it comes back around after the ×10 after ancients, usually there or the week after that, they'll have a new champion ready for fusion or fragments, okay? And honestly, I like fragment events way more than champion fusions because the fragments those champions are usually a lot easier. Elegaius I was able to get. Pixneo I didn't get because I just wasn't willing to part with Ragnar. You know, Ragnar is going to be basically the Rosin replacement in my Spider 20 team. So it's going to go like this. It's going to go Bloodthorn, whatever the fuck his name is. Ragnar for defense down weekend. 2 Cold Hearts. And then probably a Miscreant Monster. And that's just going to be like the safe 100% win rate team. The speed farming team, which if it has a 100% win rate, well then I don't need to bother. It's going to be the level 5 his face? Paragon in leader slot, so he puts the unkillable on himself. And then it's going to be for the renegades, so he has less HP not to be targeted. And then the 2 cold hearts. And then, a Razin or Ragnar, okay, for defense down the weekend. And that'll be the speed farming team. Because if everything goes well and they're speed tuned correctly, cold hearts do their accuracy down AoE. They do their heart seekers. And the renegade goes, refreshes their A3s, and then they do their A3s again. And then boss dead. Okay, could take 20, 30 seconds. But unless you're using a high accuracy void champion like Ragnar, it's not a 100% accuracy. It's not a 100% win rate because the turn meter control, the lack of it, doesn't happen. Or Razin does weak hits, which is sheer, right? So there's a little bit of RNG involved with that team, and Ragnar doesn't have a decreased turn meter, so I don't even know if it'll work because the way that speed team works, it could be a little dangerous. So we'll see though. I don't know. But yes, if everything goes well, then I'll be able to have like a 30-second speed team. Obviously, Royal Guard is better because Royal Guard does his A2, A3, his HP attack skill first, and then all his other skills. And he also has tier meter control on a separate ability. So he's a little bit better, but that's only for spiders. Obviously, I'm still going to build up 2 level 60 cold hearts for Fire Knights because they're A1s. If they actually land and then don't do Heart Seeker. Great AI improvement. Fucking Polarium. Holy shit, man. I can't believe that you're like, oh yeah, we fixed AI problems. And then when you look, they're all exactly the same. That was like a kick to the balls, man. So, dog shit. Flat stat. Accuracy resistance could have been okay if it was accompanied by like speed or like crit rate or crit damage. But no, garbage. Poor thing. I'm gonna do one more Dragons, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night. Watch a little bit of Heroes Reborn. I briefly got involved in that series. Like 2 years ago, I watched like the first 2 episodes, but I never finished it. And before me and my clown of an ex-best friend got in a fight, I was using that Netflix account, but I got 1, 2, 3 movies. Oh, don't need that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that, I guess, and then some anime, and then go to bed. I'm going to bed at like fucking 5 a.m. because my wife was working nights again, but now we have a quarantine coming up on Monday, we think. We're watching the news on it, but a state of emergency is probably going to be declared on Monday in Osaka. And then after that, we'll be in quarantine for a month. So no work, we're going to be stuck home again. Luckily, though, the Japan government is being a little bit more lenient with the checks, with the money checks and other stuff. So we're gonna go to City Hall and we'll see if I can get it, and my wife can get those checks. I should be able to get them now that I've worked here 3 years. So a little bit of extra money at least, and then just sit here and do nothing again for a month. Yeah, 2021 is basically being 2020 WON. It looks like it's just gonna be a repeat of the same year, damn it. It's fucking disappointing because I was really hoping that this year is gonna be better, but it's just looking like everything, it just going exactly the same way it was before. So, if anyone's wondering why this run takes so long, it's because obviously I have Cold Heart here instead of Skull Crown, and or Kale would work too. It's because I'm leveling her. I'm taking advantage of the fact that she's not level 60, and that these 4 people can basically 4-man dragons, and might as well get a little bit of free XP for my 6 Ascended Cold Heart. Now, I did sacrifice her helmet to put on Arbiter, so she is missing 10% crit damage. But whatever. I mean, it was a really good piece. It was like almost 20 speed on it. And then I got her a better shield, which decreased her crit rate, but gave her accuracy and a lot more speed. So this is like a 15 speed shield that she's got on. And so it kind of compensated the loss of speed from giving the helmet to Arbiter, and also keeping her above 191 speed is which I need for the Renegade speed tuning. So we're still good, but yeah, a little annoying. So, you know, whatever. But at least my Arbiter is like wicked speed fast now. Like you guys saw, I'm in going against teams with like 160 power, and I'm winning because the Arbiter is like going way before anybody else, even other Arbiters. So, and she still could be a lot faster, which is what I'm going to be doing. You know, when I get my next 3 days of double XP coming up in like a week, I'm probably going to try to build up all the level 4 chickens, and then put her to 60 star during the fusion champion training. I'm going to do the smart thing this time, and I'm going to try to like really save up my chickens, because you know that Saint Nick tournament taught me just how much people are willing to fucking wail out for champion trainings. And but at the same time though, you can get like 10,000 points in your first day if you prepare properly. So I'm getting all the potions, and I'm going to prepare like really correctly this time, and it's all just so I can blow the fuck through. Flip through, excuse me. I'm not even monetized, so I don't really care if I cuss, but yeah, I can just blow freaking through this next champion training event. Okay, so I think that's about it. You know, a little bit on the shorter side of my usual fucking, you know, hour and 10 minute video, but whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. A little bit of free XP for my 6 Ascended Cold Heart.